I'm Adam Anschel for Pro Football Weekly, joined by senior editor Eric Edholm as we look at the NFL draft historically, pick by pick, since the year 2000, who was best and who was worst. And Eric, at the number 9 spot, a ton of defensive talent through the years here. Guys like Brian Urlacher, arguably a Hall of Famer, John Henderson, longtime stalwart there in Jacksonville, Kevin Williams, who's been a stud along that Minnesota defensive line for a while now, even B.J. Raji, who came on last year. Who did you pick as the best guy here?
Well, it was a tough choice, and I think it really narrowed down to Urlacher versus Kevin Williams. And you know, there's going to be a lot of debate about this, and we went with Williams, and that was an interesting pick because that 3 technique spot is really the position that coaches look for the most. It's the key spot to that Tampa 2 style defense, a devastating player. Didn't have his best year last year, but you look at the 6-7 years before that, ended up being a great player. You know, you could certainly make the case for Urlacher, but we thought that Williams was the best at that spot.
And at this spot at number 9, to get these impact guys, pretty good picks. Now looking on the other side of things, the worst, a couple of guys to choose from here as well. Who did you go with?
Yeah, the offensive picks at this spot were not all that impressive. And it's interesting to note that the 2 guys that kind of struggled as rookie, Ted Ginn in Miami a couple years ago, and then C.J. Spiller last year, were thought to be these diverse guys, special teamers as well as offensive performers. Spiller never really got going except for that 1 kick return, and Ted Ginn was out of Miami after a couple years now in San Francisco. He's pretty much strictly a returning specialist at this point. You don't take those guys in the number 9 slot. That's what we've learned.
I think a lot of people questioned that pick by the Dolphins when it happened. It looked like they were thinking, did you just get a return man at the number 9 pick? And sure enough, they did. We'll keep checking back with you. As for all the draft information, check back here at ProFootballWeekly.com. Make sure to follow us at Twitter as well.